Gospel of Luke, chapter 22. The preparation of the Passover. Then came the day of unleavened bread, on which the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed. So Jesus sent Peter and John, saying, "Go, prepare the Passover meal for us, that we may eat it." They asked him, "Where do you want us to make preparations for it?" "Listen," he said to them. "When you have entered the city, a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him into the house he enters, and say to the owner of the house, 'The teacher asks you, where is the guest room, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large room upstairs, already furnished. Make preparations for us there." So they went and found everything as he had told them, and they prepared the Passover meal.
Over Easter we often read from John's Gospel, but I've been really touched by this piece in Luke's Gospel. It's in Luke's Gospel that we have the institution of the Lord's Supper in chapter 22. But then after receiving the Lord's Supper, we then have a dispute about the greatness of each disciple. A dispute arose among them as to which one of them was to be regarded as the greatest. But he said to them, "The kings of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those in authority over them are called benefactors, but not so with you. Rather, the greatest among you become like the youngest, and the leader like the one who serves. For who is greater than the one who is at the table, or the one who serves? Is it not the one at the table? But I am among you as one who serves. You are those who have stood by me in my trials, and I confer on you, just as my Father conferred on me, a kingdom, so that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and you will sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." When we think about Jesus washing the disciples' feet, that narrative that we've got in John's Gospel, we don't think about this argument about who was the greatest happening after that, happening after they've shared the Lord's Supper together. I'm left wondering if the greatness was still something that was so important to the disciples, whether they deserted Jesus at the dinner table. I'm left wondering if as he served them to wash their feet, was he the only person to clear the dinner things away? I wonder. Came, he took his place at the table, and the apostles with him. He said to them, "I have eagerly desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer, for I tell you, I will not eat it until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God." Then he took a cup and divided it among them. After giving thanks, he said, "I tell you that from now on I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God comes." Then he took a loaf of bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it, and he gave it to them, and he said, "This is my body which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." As he did the same with the cup after supper, saying, "This cup that is poured out for you is the new covenant made in my blood."